Hello and welcome to Boomer and Beyond Wellness and Have It Your Way workouts. I'm Angela Fischetti. So today the deep dive is into an exercise that has several names, folks. So this is the Kickstand Deadlift. It's also known as the Staggered Stance Deadlift and the Split Stance Deadlift. Whatever, okay? It's unilateral though, one side at a time. So the accessories we'll be using today will be a sticky yoga mat. Now I'll be using 2 exercise loops, and the reason for that is I want more resistance from the work, but I'm also going to be using them, and I've already preset them for you in a handle. And what you want to do is make sure that the open end of the handle is face up, supine, when you're holding on to that. And then also I'll be using one 15-pound dumbbell. Now let's move right into the medical disclaimers, precautionary measures. First off, the exercise loops and the yoga mat, well, they are made from latex typically. So if you have a latex allergy, be mindful please and look for non-latex or latex-free. Other issues that could be affected by this exercise would be any back spine issue whatsoever. But in particular, if you've been told not to forward flex the spine, not to bend down and pick up something, and this could also involve osteoporosis, but not exclusive to it, and also like postural deviation called hyperkyphosis, which is that hunched appearance. So I'm going to tell you that this exercise is not advised for you if you've been told to forward flex the spine. There are many other videos on the channel that you can choose from. There are total body workouts, upper body, lower body workouts, but with lots of squats. I have stuff there on squats alone. Just please, not the deadlift for you unless you've been told it's okay for you to forward flex the spine. Also, if you're medicated or not for hypertension, you have GERD or vertigo. I want you to be careful, please, with bringing your cervical spine of the neck into flexion. You want to keep the head neutral for you. Also, you want to be mindful of this position. It's like a forward head or forward neck projection. We need to avoid that as well. And finally, because the exercise is done unilaterally, therefore it will affect the balance, those of you with vestibular challenges need to pay attention. So what you can do is work out perhaps between 2 chairs, or holding on to a wall. But folks, please, if you have vestibular challenges, please do not work out solo. Make sure you have a companion with you. All right, now, having said all this, do understand that these are chronic concerns, and the Have It Your Way workouts is absolutely dedicated to folks with chronic concerns. It's your own chronic concerns corner. And so I'm going to suggest that you preview the videos first before participating and look for what you can do. But if you're not sure, then I would invite the medical healthcare practitioner to preview the video as well and let them see it and help you make an informed decision. So the muscles that are involved, okay, so this is where the giveaway is that this exercise is a compound movement, meaning you're working out multiple large muscles along with multiple joints. So we have the hamstring muscles, the back of the thighs. We have those gluteals. We have abdominal muscles involved, the back erector muscles that basically keep us erect. And also we have the latissimus dorsi muscle, which is known as the swimmer's muscle, and it's referred to as the lats for short. It's a big back muscle, and even the forearms are involved because why? You're holding some resistance. The activities of daily living that are affected by this particular exercise in a beneficial way would be bending down to pick up something. I want to make sure you can get back up without hurting yourself. Also, if you're into golfing, right? You ever watch them when they go on over to the ball and they pick up the ball? Well, guess what they're doing? they're doing a kickstand deadlift to get that ball. Sometimes whoop, whoop, the leg goes up as well. That's another type of a deadlift. It's not kickstand, that's for sure. And it also, the exercise contributes to balance and also improves range of motion. So it's pretty cool what it does for us. Now, there are some gentle reminders. So you always want to make sure that when you're working out on your own, that feel free to stop and rest whenever you need to. But I'm not inviting you to quit on yourself, all right? So this means, yes, stop, rest, take a couple of breaths, but then go back into it, even if it's just one more repetition. This is how you will get stronger. And also a reminder to stay hydrated. I live in Florida, in South Florida, and you might even hear the air conditioner like kick on and off and stuff because, you know, it's important to make sure that your body temperature is comfortable and that you're hydrated. Now, from the hydration perspective, if you've been advised because of kidney or bladder issues to not drink at all, to drink the water, whatever, you follow that protocol. I don't want to fly in the face of any of it, okay? And also on the community tab, you're going to find there an article from livestrong.com, and it's called How to Do the Staggered Stance Deadlift for Strong Glutes and Hamstrings. Pretty cool, right? And also there you're going to find a nifty reference image and the rating of perceived exertion chart, RPE for short. And this is basically a subjective 0 through 10 scale, and it is advised for those of us who are viewers of this platform in particular to work out at an RPE between 3 and 6. And also on the within the channel, please look for a proper warm-up, cool-down video. And it's one video that you can interchange the movements because it is important for those of us who are 55 years and above to warm up for 10 minutes prior to any workout. Now, having said all this, what are we going to do here today, Angela? So we're going to do one set, and a set is a group of repetitions between 8 to 15 reps, but today we will be doing 15 repetitions. The first 5 repetitions will be done without any of the accessories, but I want you to apply your own sense of resistance, you know, because going up and down really fast, that's not what this is about. This is about intentional movement, folks. Also, the next round of 5 will be done with the exercise loop or loops with the handle. And finally, the last 5 will be done with your one weight. So let's begin. And as always, we're going to begin reviewing an athletic ready stance. So I'm lining up the toes that they're in the same line as each other. And then I'm going to travel up, making sure the ankles to the knees to be inside of the high pelvic bone. Now, hands are not turned in, and the hands aren't on the outside of the hips, inside of the high pelvic bone called the iliac crest, and that's what is meant by hips width apart. Now, turning to the side, what we want to avoid is what's called an anterior pelvic tilt. It's kind of like when people prepare to twerk, right? So we want to actually come into a gentle posterior pelvic tilt, also known as a pelvic tuck. But don't keep going so far into it where you wind up doing a standing abdominal crunch. That's a flexion of the spine, so we do want to avoid that. So that is the position. So now I'm going to turn to the side a bit, still in my athletic ready stance. I'm going to take a step back on the outside leg. I'm going to bend both knees, and here's my start position. Head is up, especially for hypertension, GERD, and vertigo. And we come up through the heel with that slight posterior pelvic tilt at the top. Bend both knees, exhale to lift. Why are we coming up through the heel of the foot? So we can drive it up through the glutes, folks, and really working on that posterior chain of the body, the extensor chain. One more exhale on the effort, pause at the peak of the contraction, and then I'm going to step forward, do 5 more on the other side, all right? Come back here. I'm on the ball at the top of the foot, bending both knees, belly button is in, head is up, eye gaze out in front, and exhale up. Now for me, I am just being absolutely forthcoming with you. I have injuries on this side that I had sustained as a child. And man, I just feel the difference. And one more, up and step forward. So now let's switch over to the exercise loops. Couple of quick tips about the loops, by the way. You always want to make sure that you hold them up to the light, scan them, make sure there's no little pinhole because they can snap and hurt you. Store them in Ziploc bags with about 1/4 teaspoon of non-GMO cornstarch or baking powder and shake it up. And boy, these things will last a super long time. So now facing straight forward, I'm putting the loops underneath the balls of the feet to the arches. Just want to make sure I'm fully on camera. Yep. Holding on to that handle, stepping back a bit. Belly button is in, both knees are bent, head is up, eye gaze out in front, and exhale. Boom. We're going to push up through that front heel. My back one wants to take over. The ball of that back foot wants to take over. I'm not going to let that happen. And one more. Let's go for one more. Right in there. Whoa, it's amazing. It just goes right in. Careful when you release. You don't want this to snap away from you. Underneath the arch or ball of the other foot. Maybe in between there. I just want to see if you can see. Yeah, you can. All right. Both knees are bent. Belly button in, chin up, eye gaze out in front. And here we go. Drive up through the heel. Exhale. Hinge from the hip. Hinge. One more. Ooh, so far in there, it's so deep. And step it forward. Now I'm going to use the 15-pound weight. Facing you. Okay, here we go. Let's begin here with both knees bent, chin head up, belly button in, eye gaze out in front. Here we go, drive it. Push up from that heel. Bend both knees. Boy. Last one. Oh, other side. Yeah, I've rehearsed this a lot. Okay. Get down there. See, I'm a little unsteady here, just being forthcoming. Everybody's got their thing. Pull the hips back, both knees bent. On this side, I want to cheat. I want that back leg to straighten, but I need it to bend with the front knee. Head, chest up. I'm going to make this do one more. And exhale. Step it forward carefully. Set it down. And that's what we have for you today here, folks. Boomer and Beyond Wellness with Have It Your Way workouts. So if you find the content has some value for you, I would really appreciate it if you subscribed to the channel. My next goal is 400 subscribers. We're getting there, and I could really use your help with pushing over the top. Also, please feel free to share it with others, and particularly with people who have chronic concerns and may be a bit timid about working out, particularly with strength training, because they may have been hurt in the past. So let them preview the video as well. And also don't forget to hit that notification bell to be reminded of the my latest videos. And if you can, leave it a kind comment. And if you are interested in working with me privately, I do work as virtually, remotely, as a senior fitness consultant with personal training. My sessions are 60 minutes in length. Also, I have 10-minute sessions with the Have It Your Way workouts. I also work with as Hatha yoga instructor and the opposite end of the spectrum for prenatal yoga instructor. And if you are in the Fort Lauderdale area, then contact me by way of the contact form on my website if you're interested in having a massage. I am a licensed massage therapist. I love doing deep tissues, Swedish, but I also specialize in geriatric massage, and I also do palliative care. So until next time, eat your greens, eat your beans, drink your water, and be well. Thanks so much.